Hi Leos, welcome to your December 2018 monthly readings. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year as well. I'm hopefully going to get them done for New Year's, but I'm going to be realistic, and I never really get these done when I want to get them done. It's life, I'm moving in February, so once I move, then I should be a lot more organized. So, and hi, Patty. I'm at a hotel right now, and the desk lady, her name's Patty. She's super nice to me too. And then when I got up to my room here, there was a big orange tabby cat that was outside, and it's hanging around down there underneath the balcony. So I thought immediately when I seen that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do Leo's video. Okay, so I've done these readings before. It's no show and grow. It's just those of you that watch me, I do these differently quite often. Oh, you got one that fell out. I am love. Yes, you are, Leos. This is a wonderful time of year for any Leo, especially Leo females too. They love the family, the pack coming together. Where I feel bad for that cat that's outside. I don't know if it's a stray or pretty tempted to hide it in my room. Bring it home with me. You got I am worthy. So this is I don't know if I said it. No show and grow. Okay. It's just the energies I got. I do love these cards. So what you need to know, it says I am love, right? And Leos are ruled by the heart. So you need to know that you are love. All right. You need to know that love surrounds you too. Okay. It's a very, I feel like all warm and cuddly, and it's a happy time. I feel for you guys. Okay. You need to tell people that you love them. You might be hearing more I love yous. This is like doing things that are very sentimental and sweet for other people, and other people doing it for you. So you have what you need to show is I am worthy. So this could be talking about self-love, you guys. And then you got what you need to grow is I am humble. Humble pie is coming, you guys. Oh man, I hope that's not true. Who got cancer had that last month, and Sages have had it in the past. I think cancers were getting a slice. Some of them. I wouldn't think that the ones that watch my videos, but there were some cancers. I don't know if you know any cancers in particular. They were gonna get like a whole humble pie. Okay, but what you need to grow is being humble. But what for some of you, it could be a slice of humble pie. So this could be like maybe you're saying to yourself, nobody loves me, nobody appreciates what I'm doing, nobody cares, and you're going to get a little piece of humble pie in the sense that you're going to receive a lot of love, a lot of appreciation, a lot of people saying good things about you. So that could be the sense that you get the humble pie in. Okay, I don't feel like you're going to be getting it in the cancer way. All right, the way cancers received it. Others of you, this is talking about you need to show self-love. Okay, so how you accomplish that is through self-respect. It's saying no when people want you to say yes. It's standing your ground and not, what's the word I'm looking for? If everybody's going one way or thinks one way and you have a different opinion, well, then self-love comes into effect by standing your ground and standing in your truth. Okay, that's also self-love. Okay, that is I am love. You got to love yourself. You got to respect yourself. You got to respect your opinions, your point of views, the value that you bring to the table. Maybe you're different than everybody else, but that's what makes you you. Okay, so don't go with the crowd. All right, maintain who you are as a person, your individuality. Don't sacrifice that. All right. This is also talking about, I get a sense with I am humble. This means like sacrificing certain things for love. Okay. There are certain things that are irreplaceable throughout life. Okay. People being one of them. So you may have to sacrifice something for the people that you love. okay? Because they're not replaceable. Jobs are, all right? So if you're at a job where you're sacrificing your loved ones, well, then it's time to show yourself some self-respect and make the sacrifice. Find a different job because those people aren't replaceable. You can't replace those people, okay? Another thing you can't replace is time, okay? And time is that I am worthy, okay? You're worthy of time, all right? So if people aren't respecting your time or the value that you bring to the table, you quietly dismiss yourself from them. You don't need to prove anything to them. You don't need to do the he said, she said. You don't need to say what you bring to the table. Okay, quietly walk away. It's their loss, not yours. Okay. Being humble, what you need to grow is I am humble. That means that you do need to recognize that there's some things that you have to work on in yourself. Okay, so this is like showing appreciation. If you have children, okay. Okay, so what I'm getting is, all right, everybody likes to talk about negativity, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how we solve problems. Okay, it's emotions coming out. All right, when people do things wrong, people are quick to judge them, quick to point it out. Okay, what I'm getting in your reading is you need to be doing the opposite. So it's like if you have children and they help you out at home, okay, or they do something just one day, okay, like say you work or your spouse does this, okay, male, female, doesn't matter, all right, just give an example here. You work all day, you come home, you cook dinner, you do the dishes, you're helping the kids with the homework. If you don't have kids, well then, and you just live with a spouse or a roommate, parents, whatever it is, okay, and they do something to help you out, or not even knowingly to help you out, but they do something that's good, okay, that in that you think is worthy, all right? You notice that they did something good. You need to praise them for that, okay? And not just say thank you, that type of praise. You need to explain it. So you need to say, if it's your kid and they did the dishes, you need to reward them, okay? Because a lot of the times we're condemned for bad behavior, all right? And then you're made aware that it's bad behavior. But a person can't continue to do something for you that is worthy for you or help you or I'm not saying this right, but it's what I'm getting. Okay, bear with me. All right, I'm going through the feelings here. But if your children, like, say, wash the dishes for you after you went home and you've done all the laundry, you worked all day, and you need to say thank you to them for doing the dishes and then explain to them why they did that. If your spouse did something that was really good for you, that was make the bed or just simply put the socks in there, just praise them and show your appreciation and the value that thing, that simple little thing had for you, okay? A humble thing. It would be a humble thing. So something small, okay? Like it's a little things in life that really matter, okay? That way that they know they were rewarded for good behavior and they'll continue to do stuff like that for you. It really makes a person feel good because you need to know that you have the ability to show love. So you're going to show them positive reinforcement, okay? You don't the negative, sure. Okay, maybe you've been focused on the negatives of everything and everybody lately. Okay, but the message that you need to focus on is we're going to reverse that, and we're going to because I got Leo Moon, I'm in this with you guys. Okay, you're going to praise people and you're going to do positive reinforcement, and you're going to see a real big change in things. Okay, it's what you need to show is I am worthy. So you need to show the people around you that they're worthy, and they need to realize what you did, right? Because if you're saying to them, like, I really appreciate you washing the dishes for me and putting them away, like, mommy's really tired or daddy's really tired. Thank you for trying to cook dinner. That means the world to me. I had a bad day. And if you just explain, you got to explain. I'm not explaining this well. But you just got to put meaning behind it and explain it rather than a thank you. Like if you explain it and you show the value and appreciation behind the gesture that they did, the simple thing that they did for you and how meaningful it was for you, it's going to do a complete 360 is what I'm getting. All right. I feel like there's a lot of love here. The I am humble, I'm not gonna lie, worries me a little bit. Alright? Everybody gets humble pie every now and then, you know? You just gotta hope that it's not a whole humble pie, right? Because humble pie is sometimes like when you think that you're the best and, you know, like your ish don't stink. It's like when you're showing that your ish does stink, okay? I am humble means that you have to realize that we make mistakes, that we overreact, that we can say things that we don't mean, all right? That we are wrong sometimes, okay? It's like when you think a person doesn't care about you, and they actually do care about you, all right? They actually do value you, you know? If you're a husband, okay, a great gift for you to give your spouse, significant other, if you have little children, you know, you can take them to they have them, pottery stores where you make like clay objects and they, what do they call it? They burn them in the kettle. So it's like you make cups or you can make objects or pots or stuff like that. If you're a man, okay, your spouse, your wife, okay, even if you're same-sex couples, you got children, okay, appreciates the smaller things. So it's like just going in, there's a lot of value behind you and your son going or daughter going to make something for your wife. You're experiencing memories and you're giving something very sweet and sentimental to your partner, where your wife will probably end up crying because you thought about doing something like that, okay? The simple things, okay? Making cookies together with your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, you know, enjoying the small things, going to cut the tree down with your family, you know. I love this season, you guys. I'm all about the Christmas music right now, too. Oh, you got the Six of Wands that flipped over. So what you need to know is you're victorious, and also all your sacrifices weren't for nothing. People recognize you, you know, like, but again, I am love that comes from inside. If you need quiet time, you need to respect that and you need to love yourself and give yourself that quiet time. You need distance from people, respect that and give yourself distance. You need change, respect that and give yourself that change. Because you're worthy of happiness. You have the Five of Swords. It says defeat. Not to worry. This one says worry. Five of Pentacles. Don't worry about things. You may be worried about financial. It's Christmas time for some of you guys, but finances. Okay, so if there's a job, okay, Five of Swords, everybody says is like the, wow, I don't really know what they all say or care. Because my opinion is probably a little bit different. I don't know. Five of Swords, I see as a victory card. And you have the victory card right next to it, okay? Because in the Five of Swords, that's like two people are fighting. If you look in the Rider-Waite, okay? Nobody's actually hurt in that card, all right? The Five of Wands is the card that I don't like. But nobody's hurt in the Five of Swords card. The third guy comes in and takes the swords down. I kind of see it as in the third guy comes in like, you guys are idiots, you're going to hurt each other. There's a simple solution for this, you know? Like, that's how I see it, where I could be wrong, but it's my opinion, right? Where it's almost like with the Five of Swords, okay? So there's three people in that card, right? So one person is yelling out, use your mind, right? Because when you're making a decision, you hear some people say, use your mind. Don't listen to your heart, right? Because it'll lead you astray. And then other people say, oh, listen to your heart, you know? Like, don't listen to your mind, because your mind will prevent you from, it'll keep you in a fear state, right? And if you follow your heart, it can't lead you astray. Right? Sometimes it will, right? Sometimes your mind will lead you astray too, okay? So in the Five of Swords, I kind of see it as like one guy's yelling out, use your heart. And then the other guy is yelling out, use your mind, all right? And they're fighting over it, all right? Like they're going to hurt each other, right? Say things that they don't mean. Then the third guy walks in and he comes in because it's an Aquarius energy, right? The Five of Swords is Aquarius. And the third guy walks in and he says to them both, you know, this is how he removes their sword. He's like, hey, you guys, how come, you know, why don't you just compromise and use both, right? Like, and people will look like, oh, I never thought of that, right? Because, like, if you use both your heart and your mind, you can't go wrong. You have to evaluate both of them. They're both going to lead you astray in some way. And if you get led astray, well, then that's just meant to be. What's meant to be is what's meant to be. But there's a solution to the problem, with the Five of Swords. And that means that you're going to be victorious. Somebody else is going to experience defeat. Okay, when you get this card, I see it as you being victorious and somebody else is defeated. All right, because they're listening to things that aren't good for them. All right, it's like rumors. If you get involved in rumors or talking, saying bad things about people, it'll come back. All right, there could be an argument that occurs where you're going to have to stand in your power. All right, which means that you're going to have to say your truth, even if it is other people might not like it, you know, but it's not to worry about it, like, because worrying is praying to the devil, you guys. All right, it only adds more problems. Okay, but with the Five of Swords, again, it's like one guy yelling out, use your heart, the other guy's is yelling out, use your mind, and the third guy comes in and he's like, use both. All right, because you got to balance things out. They both have some right and they both have some wrong to it. The mind isn't always going to be right, and the heart's not always going to be right, but it's not always going to be wrong either. You know what I mean? So try to combine both of them to get a balanced decision. Okay? With the I am humble and the financial worry, you're concerned about finances. For Leos, it would be about giving, I would assume, for the holidays. This is saying there's solutions. So it's like if you want to buy gifts for people and you don't have a lot of money, it's like partnering up with your siblings, your mother, your father, or whatever, to get that accomplished. Working as a team, okay? Because again, with the Five of Swords, it's like if they were just able to listen to each other and not be offended by the other person's opinion, they would be able to have a constructive conversation to come to a mature agreement between both parties. Right? And sometimes you need that third party to come in to clarify things when people are being stubborn, right? The Five of Pentacles is about change too, though, you guys. You want to think positive. So it's like there's solutions for the problems, you know. It's I am humble. It's about simple things, you know. It's not always about the most expensive gifts. So, you know, a solution would be to talk to your other family members and I'll chip in to buy that gift. So, you know, nobody's left out and you don't feel like the person didn't get what they wanted and your pockets aren't running as thin. An area of concern for me is like rumors going around, but like, don't worry about it. You're going to move forward somehow and find a solution. Some of you guys, because I was getting like two parties going at it and a third party being needed. So a advisor of some sort. So it's like if you need counseling, partner counseling, if like you've been trying to make something work and it's not working, then counseling is the best way to go. You need that third. It could be with children, it could be with your parents, whoever you love. You need to go to counseling with them to make things work out. And then you know you've completely tried, right? Like, because you don't want to give up until you've tried everything, right? And you know, if it's with your children and you're going to counseling, family therapy, there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't be ashamed of that at all. If anything, like, that is progressive thinking. That's preventing problems from occurring. Even if you're in a happy relationship and you go to counseling, you're learning new skills and how to communicate and prevent problems from occurring before they occur. All right. And that person, if you're going because there's problems occurring and you're going to family therapy, well, then the mediator, the third person, they can help your significant other or your children see things in a different manner where they couldn't see it before. Right. So you have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands that came out. This is like, okay, oh, we got a card that fell. You have the Moon. Cancer. It's talking about Cancer's the Moon. I know people say Pisces, but I quite often get, I don't know, I think I just associate the Moon with Cancer because the Cancer is ruled by the Moon, right? But it can mean Pisces too, because I think that is another meaning of it. So what you need to know is I am love, you have the Six of Wands, and then you got the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords isn't afraid to ask or say things, okay? They're not afraid to do that. So you can't be afraid to go out and seek the information and seek truth. All right? It is speech too, right? So you can't be afraid to show love. All right? So it's like showing love. Like back to the beginning of the video, instead of negative reinforcement, you want to try to use positive reinforcement. All right? Praise them when they do something positive. Okay? What you need to show, well, you have the Knight of Wands here. That's taking action, that's moving forward, leaving things behind that no longer work for you. Knight of Wands is a Sag card. It's optimism. I don't know if I showed the cards. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. So you got to charge forward. You got to make the changes. You got to seek the truth out. All right? Yeah, so like you'll be victorious in anything that you love. So if you have a project or something that you love, go forward with it. All right? You're in an apprentice phase. Anybody, it doesn't matter how old you are. When the Knights come up, it's to me personally, it's significant of an apprentice card. So it's like it doesn't matter how old you are. You're constantly learning to grow. Okay, so if you're an adult, okay, my birthday's coming up. I'm going to be 34 on the 11th. I get knocked down to this phase all the time, right? I mean, I am Sag, okay, but it's about information seeking, telling the truth, gaining information. Sometimes it can be a little less tactful than most, but they're about getting the truth, about communication and talking. All right, so that's what you need to know. Okay, and then what you need to show, you got the Knight of Wands, and the moon's in here too. It's nighttime, so it's like talking about the things that no longer work for you and making the changes for it. Whatever you know is a problem that you need to make the changes for. Taking risks, being optimistic. When you fall on your butt, it's okay. You get back up. You learn from that failure. That's what the Knight of Wands is about. It's about experiences. So what you need to show is experiences, new experiences. Okay, Sagittarius like to have new experiences, and they like to have experiences with their family members and friends and family and try new things. So it's like being in the kitchen and making cookies. If you don't have money to be giving to all your friends and buying gifts, well, a great cost saver is making cookies and making, I know we're going back to in the day, but I think it's quite sweet when somebody does that, is you make a little tin full of little goodies and you give that to your loved ones, okay, your friends and stuff like that. You can even make dry mixes for cookies, right? You don't bake it. You just wrap it in that nice little what is that? That clear wrapping paper, and you just wrap it with a little bow, right? You put it in a jar, okay? Not where the top part of the jar is smaller. Okay, you could use mason jars. You can put it in mason jars, but if you're trying to save money, you put it in the plastic. Use the cup or something just for the mold. Pour the dry cookie mix in there that you've made, and then tie it up with some nice ribbon or whatever, Christmassy ribbon or whatever, and then pull it out of the cup because it'll stay in the shape kind of a little more. You give those as gifts too. There's costs. There's things that you can do. If you make hats and things like that, you can knitting hats and things. You can give those away. Personal gifts. I personally love when people do that kind of stuff. All right. Having experiences. So with your children, making your own gingerbread house from scratch, making cookies in the kitchen from scratch, including your children in helping in cooking dinner. That's a skill you're teaching them, and it's memories and experiences you're having, right? Again, my only area of concern is you hearing rumors or people talking about you and you being pulled in and involved in it. Don't involve yourself in any of that stuff, okay? And then what you need to grow is you need to stop worrying about things, okay? You have I am humble is what you need to grow, worrying, and then the moon, withholding information or feelings or your wants, your needs, or being concerned about how things are going to go or what's going to happen if I say this or do this. Just experience it. Do it. All right? Put a little thought behind, if you're going to be talking about something, that may be uncomfortable, a problem, if that's something you don't want to just go ahead and do it right away. You want to think about it. Align your heart and your mind. That's the best advice I can give you. Align both of them. Balance them out before you do it. Listen to both of them, what they're saying, all right? And then pro and con it, okay? There's no need to worry. Just take action. You won't know until you do it, all right? Like, how do you know you like something? You don't until you try it. So you got to try first, right? I want to pull him a card on the moon. And you got the Five of Swords again, you guys. Okay? You got two. You got the Three of Swords, and you got the Five of Swords. So there's something that's going to happen. Somebody's going to get caught for it. So don't get involved in it. I don't feel it's you. You're going to have to, like, because if you can see, this woman looks quite humble, right? She's praying to God, like, thank you, you know, for like, these guys getting caught for what they did. You see? And then there's, like, Merlin. I see him as Merlin, you know, with a dragon that's fire. And, like, this woman looks embarrassed because they got caught for what they did. With the Three of Swords here, that's not something bad, talking about third parties or anything like that, okay? That's mundane. And that's, like, people have butchered the tarot, you know? They've turned it into some freaking soap opera, where that's not what the tarot is about. The tarot is about growing spiritually, okay? And to grow spiritually means you have to respect each other, respect others' opinions, respect personal space and boundaries, and not interfere with free will. It's about growing and learning and advancing. Information is given to you to help you mature and grow. It's not given to you so you can hurt or harm others. All right? And when that information is being revealed or somebody's claiming to reveal it, that is going to backfire and cause harm to a situation. So that's almost like when you're trying to watch a tarot video for somebody else because you want to gather information. The universe has fail-safe switches on all of us. Okay? They're going to only give you the information that you need to know. So it'll be in your video. It won't be in the other person's video because they're not going to be watching it. So it's why would they be getting information about it? And if you're trying to mess with free will, well then that information is not going to be supplied to you because you're going to do harm with it. If you're going to use information for harm, then it's not going to give you it. All right? So people who say that your spouse is cheating, they're harming people. That's not proper information, and I don't see them as being spiritual. All right? I see them as opportunists, people that want your money. All right? They're trying to make a quick dollar. All right? And Leos, especially Leos, are Aquarian energies in here too. Aquarians and Leos are about, you know, morals and values, and they believe in hard work and earning your dollar. You know what I mean? So don't sway from your morals and values. Don't get involved in any arguments. Whomever it is will be caught. And for others of you, your financial concerns and worries is about a business adventure. It'll work out. You might come into some problems, but it'll be worked out. It's going to take hard work and effort. There's no shortcuts, is what I'm getting. Some of you might need to leave a job because it's no longer serving you, and you need to make the changes necessary to take on a new opportunity, is what I'm getting. But your fears are heard and your prayers are heard, okay? So you'll get somebody that answers both of them, and sometimes it can be hard to distinguish the two. Okay, somebody will answer your fears and somebody will answer your prayers. All right? Be thankful and humble for what it is you have. And when you can appreciate what you have in the moment, it seems like that's when the universe is going to give you more. All right? You have nothing to fear. Be optimistic, be positive, seek out the information, try the new experiences. Don't give up. If you fall on your tushy, just get back up and try again. All right? Move forward. You got new opportunities coming in for some of you guys. Okay? You got a lot of goodness coming. Don't pay attention to all the nonsense. That people are trying to cause you harm and shit like that. Don't pay attention to it. All right? Like, focus on the positive that you have, and nurture it and protect it. Don't let people cause problems for you. Okay, the Three of Swords is separation from something you cared about or you loved. It could be a job, it could be a partner went away and they're coming back. The family will be brought back together. A child went on a school trip, they'll be coming back. Okay, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not talking about cheating. Okay, if it is cheating, it's like somebody, in this scenario, it's like somebody cheated. They thought they got away with something. I don't mean cheated in like a relationship, okay? It's like somebody you knew or were acquainted with or somebody, okay? Somebody you're watching or something, all right? These people are going to get caught for what they did, all right? So you'll get the information you need and you're going to hear it somehow. Be thankful for it, though. So if you lose out on an opportunity, there's a reason why you lost out on that opportunity. And be thankful for it. Because, you know, it's like the universe is protecting you. You got a lot of goodness here. All right? Don't let anybody come in between you and your loved ones or harm you guys. And don't listen to, like, other people's... If they're saying negative things about you, it's not true. All right? They want it to be true. That's how they probably feel about themselves, and they're trying to project that on you. So don't listen to that stuff, you know? Just say thank you very much. I know who I am. That's all you got to do and walk away. You know, like don't let people project their inner crap on you, you know? You got a lot of love coming your way, you guys. All right, hopefully this helped you out. Namaste. Merry Christmas everybody, and I'll talk to you next month. Ciao for now.